So today we are going to design PDF for a raised to n, b raised to n, where n is greater than equal to 1. So we'll start by solving the equation. Taking the value of n as 1, so it will be a resultant string will be AB. If n is 2, resultant string will be double A, double B. If n is equal to 3, it will be triple N, triple N. So this is a question. So what we have to do? We have to design PDF. For designing the PDF, first of all, we should design some algorithm in our mind. So how we can solve this kind of question? For single A, number of B's is 1. For two A's, number of B's is 2. For triple A, number of B's is 3. That is for every occurrence of A, there is a corresponding B. That means whenever we are after reading A, double A, triple A, whenever we are getting the first occurrence of B, that is a proper match, we can say, for whatever A's we had already read. That is, after reading A, and if moving here B, so we are going to cancel it out. That means this is a particular match for this A. After reading this B, we will cancel out this B. That means this will be the particular match for this A. After reading this B, we are going to cancel out of this, because this is, we can say, the perfect match for the first A. So first, for the first A, last B will be match. For the second A, first B will be the match, because we don't want like the pairing. For this A, this has to be B. For this A, this has to be B. For this A, this has to be B. For this A, this has to be. We want only the count. Okay, that is whenever we are reading A, for each A, for 3 A, that has to be 3 number of B. So what we had decided, that we are going to divide our algorithm into two sections. So one section will be what we are going to read the A's. For reading the A, after reading A, the A has to be placed somewhere. So what we can do, we are going to place A in our stack. So all A's will be present on the stacks. Now what about B? B will be present on tape. Whenever we are getting B, and after pushing the A's, the top of the stack will be pointing to the last A that we had pushed in. So this A, for this A, this will be the corresponding B. So what we are going to do, for this B, we are going to pop out this A. So how many A's will be remaining? Will be 2. How many B's will be remaining? Will be 2. Move ahead, and for this B, after operation, the pointer of your stack will point to the next location. That is, your stack pointer will be decremented by 1 and will point to the next A. For this A and for this B, this is a corresponding A, or we can say in reverse manner that for this A, whatever B we are reading now will be a perfect match. So for this A, this is a perfect match. So whenever we are reading B, we are going to pop this A. Now again the pointer will be decremented by 1 of the stack, and we are going to read the next element. The next element is now B. Then only this A is a perfect match for this B. So for this B also we are going to pop out this one, and your top of the stack will now represent nothing. That is, your stack is empty. If the stack is empty, and if we are reaching end of the string, which is represented by the epsilon, then only your operation is fulfilled and your operation is correct. We have designed PDA. Always remember that we are designing PDA only for the correct string. That is, we cannot design PDA for this type of string which is not according to our question. So always try to select those strings which are correct, which are satisfying the conditions given in your question. So that means we have designed our algorithm. Plus, in case of any PDA, we are trying to design an algorithm in such a way that at least we should have 2 operation minimum, push and pop. And if required, then only we will go for the no operation. But in this example, in this question, no operation is not required. Your question is going to be simply solved by using push and pop. So here the steps are, we are going to design the algorithm using 2 operation, push and pop, and for every A there is a corresponding B. So for single A, wherever we are reading A, that has to be stored somewhere, that is we are storing on the stack. For every B which is present on the tape, we are going to pop the corresponding A from the stack. Okay, so we had considered this string AABB. Now, before putting this AABB on the tape, on which we are going to solve the question of PDA by putting the string on the tape. We are going to first show the ready position of your PDA. So PDA consists of tape and the stack with the initial state as Q0 and the top of the stack as Z0. Now in this case both the things are empty. We have not put this thing AABB on the tape. Now we are going to copy AABB on the tape. Still the top of the stack will be, that is your stack top, and this is your tape which is having infinite cells, and the initial condition is Q0. Now we are going to copy on the tape your string, that is AABB, and this is infinite. Your starting position is represented by Q0, your top of the stack is represented by Z0. Now after transferring this AABB on the top of the stack, the AABB on your tape, what we are going to do? Now we are going to start following our algorithm. So what is, according to our algorithm, for every occurrence of A, the A has to transfer on the stack. So this is called as a push operation. So how we are going to represent that push operation? By using the transition symbol. The transition of which state? First of all we are going to write state name, then which symbol on the tape, comma, tape name A, comma, the top of the stack. Now top of the stack is now empty, so we'll put Z0. Now we are going to write the resultant one. So here we are going to write resultant state. Okay, so what will the resultant state? Suppose we are not changing the state, but I want this A to be transferred here. So comma, and after putting A, how this stack will look like? So it will look like A and Z0. So we have to read in this manner. So A and Z0 together. So whatever we are writing here, same we are going to copy here in case of push operation. So after this A, after writing this transition, where the pointer will move, so the pointer of the tape will move to the second position. So this is what we have on the tape AABB. After reading this A, now the pointer has moved to the next position with the resultant state. So resultant state we have to write here, which is Q0. This A we have to push on the stack here. So the resultant one is A and Z0. Okay, now again after drawing the situation that we had followed, that is the resultant situation, again we have to, for the second symbol, what algorithm we have to, what will be the next step? So again for A, what we are going to do? For A, that we had already decided that we are going to push all the A's first. So what? This A also has to be transferred. So this we have to show by writing the transition. So transition of what is Q0, reading what A, what is present on the top of the stack is A, what will be the resultant state? So resultant state you decide, do you want to change? As we had already not changed the state for the push operation, so same for push operation, and what we are going to write, this A will be written here. So here we are going to write A and then A after push operation. So how we are going to read? How we are going to read is A and name, or the simplest form is whatever we are writing here by separating by comma, that we are going to write together without any comma. So that is what push operation. Okay, after this transition again we have to draw the resultant tape and the stack. So this AABB, now the pointer is here with the resultant state is Q0 and the stack. So here only A was there. After putting the next A will be there, and the top of the stack is now incremented by 1. So the Z0, which is the top of the stack, is now pointing to this second A. Now again decide that whenever we are reaching B, what we have to do? Whenever we are reaching B, first occurrence of B or any occurrence of B, we are going to pop the element from the top of the stack. So according to the algorithm, what the next step is, what we are going to do? What we can see here is Q0 with the input on tape with the stack top A. What we have decided, we want to do the pop out operation. So what will be the pop operation is, first of all you decide the resultant state. Resultant state, if you want, you can change to q1, and the pop operation is simply by writing epsilon. So after writing this transition, what we have to do, we have to redraw the diagram for your resultant states. So here again a b b. Now after reading this b, the pointer will move to the next b, and here it will be read, or we are going to read this b with the resultant state q1. What will be the position, how the stack will be look like if we are going to perform pop operation is, here we are having two A's and this is top of the stack. We have performed the pop operation, that means now this pop top of the stack will be decremented by 1 and is going to represent, or is going to show the first A. So the resultant one will be, we are having two A's. After that the top of the stack was here, but because of the pop operation the top of the stack is decremented by 1 and now it is showing A. Okay, now what, according to the algorithm, again whenever we are having B, what we have to do, we have to perform the pop operation. So resultant state is q1 with b here, and what is present on the top of the stack is A. And what we are going to do, what we have decided, again the this thing pop operation. So what state we have taken for pop operation is q1, and how we are going to represent the pop operation by epsilon. After writing this one, what we have to do, we have to redraw the tape and the stack with the resultant states and the pointer. So a b b, this was the end of the your string. Now we are going to reach the last symbol, that is nothing. So nothing is representing, or end of the string we are representing by putting epsilon. After this b, the pointer will be incremented by 1 to point to the next element. The next element here is epsilon. And because of this pop operation, so what is present on the stack was containing only A, because the previous A that is already pop out, so this again is going to pop out. So what this stack is actually representing, it is not representing anything because the stack is empty here. Now the same situation we are going to write again. So what was the resultant state? Resultant state we are going to write here, that is q1. Here also q1 with the end of the stack and with the end of the string, and the top of the stack is presenting z0. And what was that is the end of our operation, because nothing is remaining. So here we can either we can give any name for the resultant state. Either I can give q1, I can give q2 also. So to say q2 and no operation. So no operation is whatever element is present on the stack that we are going to copy here. So this is no operation, although halting position. So no operation on the halt, which is called the final state. So this is how we have designed A raised to n, B raised to n by using PDF. And every time when we are writing q0 for the resultant state, the same has to be copied here for the next transition. So q0 here also, q0 for the next time, q0 here also, q1 here also, q1 for the next time, q1 here for the pointer, q1 for the next transition also.